Do you also hate cleaning your football boots after you've used them? Great, join the club. But actually, cleaning your football boots is the major key if you want them to feel good and last you long and be awesome for the longest time possible. So today, I'm gonna teach you the best way to clean your football boots like a boss. No matter if you have synthetic boots, leather boots, or knitted boots. And afterwards, I'm gonna give you some pro tips on how to trade your boots after you've done the cleaning itself. So if you wanna know those boot cleaning life hacks, you, my friend, you've come to the right place. First off, if you want to clean your boots like a pro, you're gonna want the tools of a pro. But fortunately, the boot cleaning professor is here to help you. Now, you should get a soft brush with natural hair. It goes with pretty much everything. And then you should also get the universal brush, one with harder hairs made of nylon or materials like that. You could also get an old toothbrush or something that's really fine to get into those really bitchy nitty-gritty places. Then you want a bowl of lukewarm water to really get the stuff off your boots, and you want a cloth or a towel that you're okay with never wiping your face in again. And then there are the secret ingredients. You need some leather balm if you have leather boots obviously, and you're gonna want some j.markk shoe cleaner. And with that, you're ready to clean boots like a boss. Let's start off with a synthetic boot that, because it is relatively more durable, it can take a good scrubbing. So what you want to do is you take your nylon brush and you clean the upper as well as you possibly can. You can give it a bit of love. Go at it, but of course you don't want to rub too hard or go too hard so you actually rip the upper to pieces. It's gonna make a mess. That's just how it is cleaning boots. And once you're happy, it's time to move on to the sole plate. Do the exact same thing, just wipe it off, get the dirt off of that plate. And if you have some chunks that are stuck somewhere in the boot, you can use the sharper edge of your brush to kind of hack them off. Get them off that sole plate so it's nice, relatively clean. When you're done with the sole plate, it's time to really take your toothbrush or your finer brush and go into the, really detailed places, the corners, all the nitty-gritty places that can be difficult to clean with the bigger brush. And when you're happy, it's time to dry off the boot. There we go. And then it's time for the drying process. I guess for me to clean up a bit and change my water. Moving on to a leather boot, the material is a bit more delicate on these type of boots. So what you want to do is, you want to use the soft brush for the upper and the nylon brush for the sole plate, because again, like the general rule goes, if the upper is delicate or the material is delicate, you want to use the soft brush if it easily scratches. And if it is a more durable material like synthetics, on a sole plate for instance, it's okay to use the hard nylon brush. So let's get it cleaned here. Water on. There we go. Oh, I'm making a mess. Okay, sole plate, nylon brush. Here we go. And the finer brush for the little details. Now, my boot is clean, my desk is dirty. If you have a boot with knit on it, like for instance in the Nike Magista Obra 2, I normally use the nylon brush for the parts of the boot that has a silicone coating. But if you somehow manage to get the exposed areas of the knit dirty, that happens to the best of us, normally you would take the soft brush and use that. And when I'm talking about the exposed areas of knit, we're talking about the tongue area and the dynamic fit color on the Magista Obra 2. But to get that clean, you're gonna take your soft brush, you're gonna dip it in the water, and then you're gonna apply a, should we say, liberal amount of j.markk to it. Is that? Should we call it generous instead? Let's call it generous, sounds better. And then you're just gonna rub off on the part of the knit that is dirty. It's gonna give you a bit of foam, it's gonna look pretty epic. Okay, when you're happy or you've lost your patience, you're gonna wipe it off, and it should be relatively clean. If it's not, sort yourself out, do the whole process again, and potentially again, and again. Is it clean now? Excellent. But if you are either the lazy type or your boots are really dirty, you can also just throw it in the washing machine if your boots are made out of synthetic or out of knit. But if you do, please make sure that you use a low temperature, like 30 degrees Celsius or something like that, and that you, for the love of God, do not, I repeat, do not throw your leather boots in the washing machine because the natural materials can't handle it. So it's basically torture for your boots. Don't do it. So with the easy step, the cleaning process out of the way, we move on to the step where actually most people screw up. The drying process. Because no matter if your boots are made out of synthetic, of leather or knit, you should allow them to dry naturally. And that means don't put them over the radiator or into a heating closet, and there's absolutely no tumbling your boots dry. Seriously, do not do it, guys. What you want to do instead is take some old newspaper and throw it into your boots, where it's gonna really suck up the moisture, drag it out of the upper material to let it dry faster. Just let it dry naturally and you are golden, my friends. Also, if you do have leather boots, in order to really keep them smooth and get that leather love, you wanna give them some leather balm, or leather food if you will, approximately once a month. Just take your brush, give it a, should we say, generous amount of leather food and apply it all over the upper. Make sure you don't miss a spot. Give it a good rub in and let it really seep in and work with the material for approximately 12 to 24 hours. And if you do, your leather boots will return the favor and show you said leather love. This might all seem pretty straightforward, and I mean, frankly it is. But sadly, we see so many boots return that haven't been treated well, and it hurts my feelings. But let's face it, guys, boots these days cost top dollar. So why not spend a little bit of extra time on giving them the care they need to get the most out of them? And after watching this, there are no excuses. But I want to help one of you guys, so I'm giving away the Boot Cleaning Professor's Cleaning Kit. I want some stories on what you regret the most, either doing or not doing to your football boots. Just write it down below and make sure you subscribe by hitting the green bubble up here to make sure you have a chance of winning. Also, don't forget to leave me a like if you had a good time, and spread the word on how to clean your football boots by sharing the video with a friend. And on that note, I'm signing off. Cheerio.